Food Court, the movie podcast and Twitch stream where Sean
And Michael.
watch shit, talk shit, and most importantly, eat shit. We are the law.
That's right. We
We
are.
cannot be stopped.
I don't
We are
think
all
so.
powerful.
I agree with everything you just said and
can-
much more.
Take us to court and
Food court.
make us guilty, but we're
Ooh.
still gonna sneak out. Yes.
I got a
Michael?
question for you.
Lay it on
Lay
me,
it on. What food is so guilty of being so good that it would get
penalty?
death penalty in trial?
What is the death penalty food?
Wow,
Wow,
that's a good one.
I mean, lately,
uh-huh.
this is
Uh-oh.
sad to admit, but lately it's been Sonic mozzarella sticks.
Oh wow, that's not bad. That's not bad. I agree.
Which food are you going to put on trial and then put in an electric? No, actually, I think electric chair is not as funny as giving food a lethal injection.
Yeah, that
right?
would be really good.
Or a guillotine.
Yeah, and then there's like a viewing room, like people are watching. For me, it'd be a slice of fried cheesecake, and they're just like, I would be in tears, like no.
Somber faces.
And it's like keep zooming on the red phone, like is someone gonna call to save?
Someone to call.
But
the first episode of Tales from the Crypt, which is on YouTube for some reason, you can watch almost all of them.
Fantastic.
Is a it's a execution episode.
Oh wow, really?
So check it out.
Damn.
Have fun. If you're feeling bored and want to go over to YouTube,
You should
check it out.
Well, we should check out what the Kill Donkeys are saying. They are going off in the chat, and
Are they already going
yeah.
off?
By the way, welcome chat. But Bumming Down says Cinnabon would be their death penalty food on trial, which I can
Yes.
see. Some of them things are so decadent and big. Like
One thing I like about this question, Michael, is that you didn't say like what would be our last meal,
oh yeah,
which is the regular question. You went, which food must we kill?
oh yeah. What can we
Which is,
kill?
I think, a very American response.
Yes. Oh,
It's like, this is good, so we must
let's
kill
kill it. Yeah, that's extremely good. Whoa, these peaceful people who are like one with like the world and like respect everything, kill them all. So another kill donkey, K Weeb, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. K Weeb 666, how appropriate for this episode. Said peanut butter banana chocolate chip cookie cheesecake, which wow, that's a lot of levels.
I've never even heard of that.
Peanut butter, banana,
Okay.
chocolate
Yeah.
chip, cookie, and then cheesecake.
And then cheesecake.
It's all those things separately stacked.
I think those were just like named ingredients. What are your favorite ingredients? French fries, hamburger, Coca-Cola,
Yes.
cheesecake.
Cheesecake. Oh, that's great. Well, I would have the same one as K-Weeb, but it would be just fried. So
Yeah.
any cheesecake fried, you
When
gotta
you
have
fry
it.
a cheesecake, what are they doing exactly? Are they breading it?
They're committing the grandest sin there is. I guess so. I guess they put it in batter and just cook it up.
I've had little bites.
Oh.
Do they take an entire slice?
Yes. It was heaven. It was,
Where are you getting this shit?
of all places, a sushi restaurant. I went, shit, yeah, I want that. It was
That
great.
sounds fucking amazing.
Thanks.
After the show, not right now because we don't want to promote them. After the show, tell me where it is.
Oh, I will. Yeah, no way. Unless they're sponsoring us.
Yeah, hey, to whom it may concern, if you have that delicious fried cheesecake,
Please.
sponsor Food Court, and we will mention you on the show. And you have to give us free food, which is important, and you have to give us $70,000 per episode.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that sounds good to me. That's all I want. That's it.
That's all we want is $70,000 per
An episode. I
Per
could
person.
live off that. Per person.
Wait, no. That's too much.
We could do it.
70,000 per episode. We split it between us.
Yeah, especially if it's just the two of us.
Yeah, John doesn't get or deserve any money.
Yeah, which we should address that John unfortunately perished in a Magic the Gathering tournament. He died.
He died.
So he's dead
when
now.
things turned real. They thought they were just having a regular fun Magic the Gathering tournament.
Yeah.
But somebody played the wrong card, and a necromancer was summoned, and he
killed him.
I can't even pretend to know any of the words.
Well,
sorry.
The tragic thing is the one thing that could save dead John is the thing that killed him, a necromancer. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Fuck. Anyways, Bumming Down said Devil's Food Court, which is my type of pun, and I love it.
Devil's Food Court. Okay.
And speaking of food court, we should probably get to the show. I'm sorry,
Should we?
Derailed us from the... I just love food. I really think we should start with food every episode.
Yes, I agree. But sadly, we have to talk about this movie. We will not mention who directed it because it's easier to just pretend there was no director.
Yeah, that's what I did the whole... Like, when the credits are going, I was like, what? No.
What? I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was going by so fast.
Yes. It's just flying through the air. All the names were flying past us. Well, actually, it was directed... It's weird. He had a time machine in, like, 63 before we knew anything bad. Okay, we watched The Ninth Gate. Have I mentioned that yet? We watched the late, great Rowan Polanski's The Ninth Gate. Some say a bad person. I tend to agree. I tend to agree that he's a bad person. But nonetheless, he directed this movie, and I'm going to do the plot because it's a pretty simple one.
Yeah, I think you got it.
There actually is almost no plot in this movie.
Yeah.
The plot is this. Johnny Depp also canceled and I think uncanceled again. Didn't he get uncanceled again?
Yeah, I think the thing he got canceled for was actually what that person got canceled for. I don't even know. It was crazy.
He and his wife both canceled each other by both beating each other up.
Yeah, that's how. If you ever get canceled, just beat up the thing that canceled you, and you're fine.
That's smart. I never thought about that.
Yeah. Oh, also, Chad confirmed. Yes, he was uncanceled. So.
Oh, sweet.
10 more
Good
Pirates
job,
of the
Johnny.
Caribbean movies.
Yes, let's do some more Pirates movies. Oi, I'm Jack Sparrow. How are you doing? Pretty good impression. Okay, so we watched The Ninth Gate. What happens in The Ninth Gate is Johnny Depp, incredibly believably, is a rare book appraiser and sneaky man. Essentially, his job is to be a sneaky man. And he is back in contact with Frank Langella, who plays Boris Balkan. And Boris Balkan is a eccentric billionaire, I think.
Something like that.
And he has a secret glass case full of devil books. But for some reason, his most valued book is just sitting on a stand. It's not in the glass case at all. No. It's just out in the air.
Which, I mean, that could be the ultimate maneuver. Like, why the robbers are going to take all the stuff in the glass container.
This stuff in the container is worth money. What is this bullshit over here? With the upside down pentagram.
And not my thing.
And you know what it is, Michael? It's a devil book.
Another devil book?
Co-written by the devil or something. It's kind of hard to understand.
LCF.
There's this dude who's like, Mosty Dosty Gosta Dosty. And he, I guess he rewrote a book by the devil.
Yeah.
Is essentially what happened.
Yes.
And but there are 3 existing copies of this rare devil book. And Balkan's like, J. Depp, you know what you need to do for me? Head out, find the other copies, and see which one is real. Because Balkan thinks that his isn't real, but you know why? Because he's been trying to do devil shit. He's been trying to summon the devil, and it ain't been working. He's like, I need to check out these 2 other books. So essentially, from that first 10 minutes in until the very end of the movie, Johnny Depp is trying to find the books, and identify which one is the real one.
Yes.
And there's a scary lady who's also sexy.
Yeah.
And there's a different scary lady who's blonde and who's also sexy. And that's it, right?
There's a lot of weird little things, but that's basically it. He just tries to figure out what's the difference between these books.
Yes.
What's going on with it?
It's like if you made a montage out of this movie, it would be maybe a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Because he would look at one book and then he would look at the other book, and he would like maybe on his photocopied thing like circle with a red pen the extra turret on a castle.
Yes.
And then he would point at the other one and go, question mark, no turret.
No turret.
And then he would come out and say, oh, I think that they all have a few differences, and there's 9 of them, and I think you get them together. Spoiler alert, you can summon.
Oh, yeah.
Devil,
Yeah, that was.
Or something.
Yeah, he had to find all of the ones that were signed by the devil, which is the most hilarious idea in the world. The devil is like, oh, let me just sign this real quick. It's just like...
Mr. Devil, sir, would you sign my manuscript, please?
Yeah.
I don't mind if I do. LCF.
What does that mean? You know what it means.
You know what it means. Lucifer.
Yeah.
Just
first name Lou.
Idiot. Yeah. Middle name
Fur.
Last name Fur. Okay.
That's great.
That actually brings me.
Ooh.
This is not my Euro.
Oh.
But this is one fine part of this movie.
Yes.
One of the first people he meets on his journey to try to find the book are these 2 other collectors. I mean, most of the movie is Johnny Depp wandering into big libraries and talking to eccentric collectors. And the first 2 he meets in Europe are these silly dudes with great big bushy mustaches that like extend over their bottom lip, and they're both like like making silly noises.
And they're twins, right? Like, at least I thought they look like twins to me.
I think they are. I wondered when I first saw it, they looked so similar that I thought perhaps this was some sort of effect. Yeah, they had a split screen or something.
That's what I thought for sure.
But then they got really close to each other, and I thought maybe they could do a split screen if it was. I don't know.
Wait, Bumming Down is saying Sinisa brothers? I don't know that. And then K Weeb says Einstein brothers. So, it's one of them. I do have some. Okay, Chad brought up a great point. Everybody handling the 3 books was always smoking while holding them, and I did think that was hilarious. I was like, wait a minute. Yes. These like priceless books, everyone just, which I love. I mean, they do joke about it when the twins, he like instantly drops ash all over.
The ash is directly on it. It also makes me wonder, I have never owned anything of value. I mean, like, I have like a keyboard.
Yeah.
And a guitar, and those are probably the most. Maybe this computer itself are the single most valuable things in my home, but it's not like I'm afraid to touch it.
Yeah.
But if you have a book from, I don't know, 1500 something, you want to put on white gloves. In every other movie I've ever seen, people put on like the white cotton gloves.
Yeah, don't touch it.
And they gently open it. And this, he's just like throwing it open.
Yeah. Drinking stuff around it. Yes. I was like, you're on a train.
Drinking grape juice. Shaking. And yeah, it's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Despite all that, I want to tell you, if you don't mind.
Oh, Michael, yeah, sure.
My beef lamb year of the picture.
Oh, and if I can interrupt you before you even begin.
Please do.
I want to say to the Kill Donkeys, if you think of a Euro, your favorite part, please put it in the chat and we will read it out loud and we will discuss it, okay? That's what we do on here.
Kill Donkeys, whomever you are, drop it on us.
Drop it. Also, Master John Burr is in the house. Big gulp pocket streaming from a movie theater lobby in Knox Vegas, Tennessee. Pretty exciting.
He's going to see In the Earth, which I saw, which we will not do a podcast about, but which if you are possessing 2 vaccine shots,
yes,
and you feel safe enough, and you're still wearing masks anyway, you should probably go see because it's pretty fun.
Yeah, why not?
The Ninth Gate. Gyro, beef lamb gyro. The best part of this movie, in my humble opinion, is this.
Okay.
I wrote it down. This is at the very end, so this is a big time spoiler. If you have not seen this movie, do not listen, or if you don't care about seeing the movie, keep listening. Balkan has found all the pages.
All of them.
And he has realized they think that if you have all the pages, you can do the Ninth Gate thing.
That's
you
true.
can summon the devil.
Mm-hmm.
And he is so sure of himself that he makes a ring of fire around himself.
Yes.
And he's just dangling his hand through the fire, and he's going, I don't feel anything. I'm all powerful. I'm invincible. And he is so sure of himself that he pours an entire can of gasoline over himself and sets himself on fire. And for like the first 10 seconds, he's like, I feel nothing. I can't feel anything.
Nothing.
And then it I don't know at what point he realizes that this was a bad idea. But the fire has reached his head, and he starts going, ah! Screaming and trying to knock the fire out. And then he just burns alive.
Yes, and then JD, he shoots him. Mercy kills him.
Why would he? It's so weird. I mean, of all people, like the character Johnny Depp has revealed himself to be throughout this movie, would Johnny Depp kill? He might mercy kill people.
Yeah.
He's like kind of an asshole and a sleaze, but maybe not a bad person.
Yeah, deep down maybe, or maybe by the end of the movie, he's like,
well, the devil seems bad. Maybe I'll kill this guy.
Yeah, maybe I'll kill this guy.
In the end, the devil seems bad.
Seems bad, but maybe great. Maybe the devil is fuckable.
What are you trying to say,
Nothing.
Okay. Michael?
Yeah.
I want you, if you don't mind, to drop some Euro knowledge on me.
I actually have a lot of Euros, and I gotta look through my notes after I say this one.
You want me to vamp?
No, I got one.
Okay.
I loved overall throughout the entire movie.
Yes.
This movie has really this wacky humor that I just loved. From the beginning, even the guy hanging himself just felt goofy to me.
Yes.
I was like, there's something about this it's really funny, and I
Yes.
I don't know. I kind of like that vibe to it, and it almost felt like a cartoon at times.
Yes.
That chase scene with it, and they get stuck behind a truck. It's so slow, and you're like, this is insane.
Yes. It has many silly. Even in that scene, even in my favorite scene, where Frank Langella is burning himself alive. The whole time Johnny Depp is stuck in a hole.
Yeah.
And he's holding on, and he's making a silly face, and you're like, oh no.
That was another one of my Euros when he's holding the gun to Balkan, and then he instantly gets the gun taken away and falls down a hole.
Yeah.
So funny.
Really good stuff.
There's so many times where the climactic thing jumps back in, he's chasing Balkan down, and then gets stuck in water, and he's just okay.
Yeah.
I just love it.
Also, I don't know what the budget of this movie is, but plowing your Rolls Royce into a river seems like it is a big expense.
Just I mean, not something I would probably do. Just
sure,
I
mean, the Rolls is your second car behind the Bentley, so it's kind of your junker.
Yeah,
that's what you drive when you're.
But I don't want to lose it.
Yeah. You don't want to lose. I mean, you don't want to lose your Rolls, but you don't care about it.
Yeah, I don't really.
If a bird shits on it, you're like, who fucking cares? I'll just throw it away.
That one's for the birds to shit on.
I'm just gonna drive this off the cliff and roll out of the door at the last minute. Just laugh as it rolls down the hill and explodes.
I hope one day Netflix or Amazon. Well, I hate Amazon, whatever. But if they're giving us money, I would probably love to make a movie where we just get to blow up cars and get them stuck in rivers.
Michael, we've talked about this endlessly on the podcast.
Yeah.
But there's nothing better than an actual real life car exploding.
Oh, it's awesome.
it's just great to watch a real life car explode.
Yes.
It's great to watch a man who has little condoms full of fake blood
Yes.
under his shirt,
Beautiful.
and they explode as he's
Oh.
getting shot. It's just nothing. There's nothing better than that.
It's awesome. Practical effects are just, I eat them up. I love them. I love them. I love them.
We'll save effects for a low man, I'm guessing.
Yes.
But we must talk about more Euros.
Oh.
Ooh.
We gotta do a Kill Donkey Euro. We gotta do.
Yes, please.
We're gonna do a round robin here, okay?
Okay, everybody gets it.
Bumming Down said beef lamb Euro when Corso wakes up to the Baroness strangled and her wheelchair flies through the flaming doors. That part was nuts.
It's really good.
I was like, holy crap.
She has an electric wheelchair, and he wakes up and there's like a zzz noise because her like hand is stuck on the electric wheelchair.
It's intense.
So she's just like stuck against a wall because it's like if your Roomba gets fucked up and it's just stuck in a corner.
Yeah.
This is what happens to this poor dead
Poor
lady in
lady.
her wheelchair. And he turns her around and her tongue is hanging all the way out of her mouth.
Yeah.
And then it's because her hand is still on the thing, she just flies through a door where there's an inferno.
Fire. Yeah.
And her dead body just instantly lights up.
It's crazy.
It's really good stuff.
It really is.
Really good stuff. Very silly.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do another Euro. This is not even a Euro. This is a story
Okay.
about this movie. The first time I saw this movie, like probably 15 years ago now, or maybe even longer.
Oh wow.
How old is this movie? 99. So
1,000.
I probably saw it in 2000. I bet.
Yeah.
Which is
many years ago.
21 years ago.
That's
Right.
crazy. Wow.
Yeah, sad. I saw this. I think I was in high school.
Whoa.
And for some reason, I think it was my fault because I was like a young budding film nerd. I wanted to watch this movie, but it was at a sleepover.
What?
Yeah, we started to watch it at the dumbest time. I think we started watching it it was like one of those things where you're at a sleepover and it's late and you're like, let's watch a movie. And then of course everyone falls asleep because it's late.
Exactly.
So we started watching it like 12:30 in the morning. Like not quite too late, but too late for this movie.
Too late, yeah.
And this is maybe one of the worst late night movies of all time because it's just people examining things.
Yeah.
Like it's not like people are going woo or yelling.
Yeah, not
There's
much.
very few gunshots. There's like one car chase. There's staggered boobs. Occasionally there's a boob. But other than that, it's like Johnny Depp is like looking into books and turning pages.
Yeah.
For about 120 minutes at the runtime.
Yeah.
It was maybe my worst movie choice. Actually, second worst. My worst movie choice ever was when I invited a young lady. I mean, she was a woman. To go see the movie Splice.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And I thought it was just a scary horror movie, and in fact, it's like a deeply uncomfortable psychosexual horror movie where there's like incest and horrible shit.
Yeah.
And she did not talk on the entire way home, and it was our first date, and we never had a date again. She was horrified, and I think she hated me forever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say she was right, but
Don't say it. No, you can say it. She was right.
I mean, it was at the movie, not you. You know, you weren't committing these acts.
No.
You weren't an alien.
I don't have any
creature.
kids
Yeah.
to do any incest with, and even if I did,
You
fair
wouldn't.
listener, I wouldn't.
Exactly. I think
Even if I had a super hot mutant kid like in Splice, I would never ever make out with them.
that's one of the main reasons I do this podcast with you guys. I just know there's no chance of that happening.
that I would have sex with my mutant child.
Yeah.
There's no chance I would do it.
Mm-hmm.
You have my word on that.
Yeah.
It's like my presidential campaign.
Yeah.
These three things you need to know about me. 1, I will decriminalize drugs. 2, universal basic income. 3, I will not have sex with my mutant child.
Yeah.
Again.
Again. Yeah. Not
I did
again.
it in the past.
Well,
That was 15 years ago when I was a younger man. I was
hey,
confused.
hey, the Kill Donkeys are loving it. They're like Sean for president. Um, but Chad,
Did they say that?
yeah, K
Okay.
Weeb is on your side, and I would at least vote for you over anyone in the last 3,000 years.
Yes.
No,
I'm better than Obama.
yeah, way
At least
better.
I'm not pretending to be good and actually being bad
Yeah,
like Obama.
you're
I'm
not
gonna actually be good.
pretending to be black.
Yes. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
Chad had good advice. He said in
Yes.
the middle of the movie, I would have leaned over and said, "OMG, I'm so sorry. Let's leave right now." Which maybe would have. Do you think that would have saved it, or you would have? It was just.
Well, two things. The incest kind of happens near the end of the movie. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
I've really spoiled this movie big time, which is not even a movie we're talking
We're not
about.
even talking.
We're not even talking about this movie. Two things. So one, it is late in the movie. Two, it was a really good movie.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Splice, it's awesome.
If a
It's like-
movie is still good despite that, then
Yeah. It's like, I mean, if it would be like a low tier Cronenberg movie, but
Yeah.
it's still good as hell.
Hmm.
And I just wanted to keep watching the movie. I think it was only when it got really, really fucked up that I was like, I have really done a bad
I've
job
done a
picking
bad
the movie. Because this,
You saw that for you, not for
Yes.
both. Yeah, that's
in
a
the
tough
end,
thing.
I did. Yes, I thought going in like the ideal movie you want to choose for a date is a horror movie because women are, let's be honest,
Awesome.
scared.
Oh, yeah.
They're scared of things. And so they go, ooh, and then they touch your arm and they go, I'm so scared. Sean, I am so scared right now. Would you please fuck on my body? And I go, yeah, baby, I'm going to fuck on your body.
Yes.
Tell me more euros, Michael.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I want to hear more about. Forget the podcast. No. Okay.
And then I was balls deep in
Then I
the
was-
body.
That I was alone again.
All by myself.
One of my Euros, and I love
Yes.
this. It was the first time they did it in the movie. The
Mhm.
lady, the blonde lady has been following him around, and he's
What's
like,
her name? Her name is, wow, I'm sad I looked it up. Her name is
the girl.
The Girl.
Yeah, I was like, the girl. Wow, okay.
Yep.
The girl is on the train, and she's like kind of acting like they haven't seen each other multiple times at this
She's
point.
a really fucking weird
Yeah.
character. Yeah.
The weirdest character, and he is talking to her, and she, it's a funny scene to me, but he goes, "What's your name?" and she goes, "Guess." And this whole time her eyes have been regular, like nothing different.
Yes.
And he goes, "Green eyes." And then like her eyes are like the most vivid green like ever. And I was like, what? Like I had to rewind because I was like, wait, what? No, there's no way I wouldn't have noticed eyes like that.
Yes.
So that was a really cool, like I imagine in the theater you'd be like, whoa, like because you couldn't go back in time. So I really like,
Yes.
I like stuff like that. They kind of maybe overdid it later, but
They did a little bit. We're not there yet, but they did a little bit.
too
overdo
much.
it later.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Just a bit.
Just a little bit.
But overall, I'm just going to go ahead and get this out of the way. Overall, I think this movie is a Euro in general. I liked
You think
it.
this is a Euro?
I would eat this movie.
Michael,
Uh-oh.
we haven't gotten to our low mains,
Oh, true.
but I think this is a pretty good movie.
Ooh.
I'm not
Wow.
on the. Our good friend John loves this movie.
Yeah.
You like this movie, it seems. I think it's pretty good. Have we gotten through the Euros, or should I start?
I mean,
roaming?
I've got a whole list that I could still be reading.
Keep dropping them on me, please.
I'm taking it back. My absolute favorite Euro of all.
You're wiping out your other Euro in favor of this Euro.
I would sacrifice every Euro I've ever said on this show for this
Even
one.
for previous movies?
Yeah.
What I'm going to do, you can say your Euro, but know that I'm going to go and I'm going to copy and paste this. And I'm going to edit it into all the previous
past.
episodes.
And The context will
Even
just
once
be
you're not on.
broken. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be me saying my favorite part of Mission Impossible Fallout was, and then you say
This part of the ninth gate. That would be really funny. Like an hour-long podcast, and I've just one sound bit. Okay, anyways, but it's the part where JD is getting attacked by the blonde-haired black guy.
yes. They
And
call him an albino, but he's definitely not an
no,
albino.
I think they were going for that Da Vinci Code vibe, like,
Yes,
ooh, something's up with him.
I had many Da Vinci Code thoughts watching this, even though I think that this was certainly made before the Da Vinci Code was written.
I
but
guess so. It was it. I don't know. When was the Da Vinci Code written?
Seems like it had to be like
Wait,
2000s, right?
Da Vinci didn't write that? That would be so dumb.
Go ahead.
Sorry. But it is the part.
2003 was when it was written.
Oh wow! And this movie came out in 1997.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Essentially.
I have no clue.
It was 99.
Okay, I'm sorry. I prolonged. Whatever. This has taken too long. It's the part where he's being attacked by that guy, and then it's a quick shot. They just cut to the blonde mysterious woman gliding down the stairs. It's like full magic. I was like, what?
Yes.
Like, it was just an amazing moment. I was like, this is great.
It's great.
It
was also pulled off really well.
Yeah.
She like very convincingly floats.
Mm-hmm.
Like it has kind of shades of like Hong Kong kung fu movies.
Yeah, Chad Ryden said
like
Crouching Tiger. It
yes,
had that vibe.
absolutely.
Yeah.
She floats through, and
I think he said
it's interesting because like all of that stuff is teased more than anything until the very, very end. It's just like, is the devil real?
Yeah.
In this movie, even like for most of the movie, you're like, the devil's not.
The
real.
devil's not real.
I mean, why would you have a book about the devil? Because that's kind of stupid. The devil isn't real.
I think the girl is the devil. That's my opinion, and I am sticking to it.
Michael, I tend to agree with you. I believe that she is the devil.
Yeah, and she wanted JD to be her man, so she kept helping him out and knew he would be the one to bring the books together. Mm-hmm. And ultimately that it didn't mean jack shit, because all she wanted was for him to find the gate and go to Fucktown.
Yes.
At least that's what I got from it.
And then once he's gone to Fucktown, he just go away. What happens then?
She is waiting for him in hell, and then he is like, oh, I bet I found this page of the book that shows me where I need to go get it on.
To hell.
To hell, yeah.
It is weird that he just walks towards hell.
Yeah, he's like, all right.
Just pretty confidently walks towards this castle that is a gate to hell.
I will say one of the first notes I wrote, and I just remember this off the top of my head, I was like, it's so refreshing to see Johnny Depp play a normal person.
Oh,
like he wasn't like,
fear and loathing.
Yeah.
No, I do like him in Fear and
Yeah,
Loathing.
for sure.
But
he just got a little wild.
What was the movie? I mean, what movie did he take that dive into nonsense? Was it Fear and Loathing?
Maybe.
Was he a ridiculous person before that?
I don't think so. I think he was pretty. I mean, he did weird stuff like Crybaby. He's pretty weird, I guess. But there was just a line.
Like a sexy guy. I mean, Crybaby is just like,
hey,
I'm a rocker dude.
Yeah, I'm tough.
Yes.
Anyways, we have to pay tribute to John. He is in the chat. He is not with us, but he said we have to. He said the girl would have been his heroine, like a heroine. And I agree. I really loved her character. I love any nonsense like magic in movies where they like everything seems normal, but then there's just unexplained magic. I'm like, oh, I love it. So
yeah,
because it's a movie. Have fun.
Is it a movie? Are you sure it's not a documentary?
Yeah.
About a real man who looks staggeringly like Johnny Depp.
Yeah, it looks so
Who then actually unlocks a door.
A door to hell. To that pussy love. I mean, it
Sounds
looked
like
painful.
heaven to me.
Yeah, maybe she's an angel. I'm pretty sure she's
Fiery
the devil. Yeah.
Maybe angels are the devil. Maybe the devil. Maybe heaven and hell are the same, dude.
Maybe if you choke a woman with a pentagram necklace, she dies.
I have a few theories about this. One is that potentially if you choke a woman with a pentagram necklace, she will die.
Yeah, that's
another alternate theory is that if you do it but you don't do it right, she would not die.
Yeah. Or if you stopped mid.
Yes.
She'd probably be
like,
okay.
Oh, please stop. I don't want to die being choked by a pentagram necklace.
Yeah.
Then you stop right at that moment. She would go,
oh, thank goodness I'm not dead.
And then you start choking again.
Yeah.
I have. She's like, oh, please. I really don't want to die.
I really do.
Okay.
Yeah, she wasn't convincing enough that she didn't want him to stop choking. Chad Ryden.
Was it Leanna Telfer? Was it Telfer?
Telfer.
Yes.
Yeah, which her character, oh my goodness. The scene after she has sex with JD and then just suddenly starts attacking him was incredible. I was like, this. Oh, and she this is a Euro too. Jeez. Okay, I really did like this movie. I was expecting to hate it. I was like, ugh, Gates, numbers. Yeah.
Who cares?
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I'd rather watch the 99 Problems video than the 9th Gate.
9th Gate.
99th Gate.
I'm gonna hate this, but she slams a glass on his head, and it does this cool effect where his eyes double, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. I loved it. I loved that.
How do they do this?
I have no clue.
Is it with a special lens?
I guess. Yeah, that's probably it. Okay, I'm sorry. Chad Ryden said The Devil's Scavenger Hunt, which I think would be probably a better title for the movie.
Devil's Scavenger.
Roman Polanski's The Devil's Scavenger Hunt. I think we get
summer. Devil's Scavenger Hunt. The Devil's Scavenger Hunt.
Devil.
Come on down to the Devil's Scavenger Hunt. He's going to go through Europe and get on trains. He's going to go through Europe because Roman Polanski's not allowed in the United States. You cannot direct a movie in the United States because he would be put in jail.
But you can rent his movies as much as you want.
That is weird.
It is interesting. We have such weird priorities here. But Bumming Down brought up a good Euro, or not a Euro, just a scene. But they said the scene when she rubs his blood on their foreheads, that made me laugh. And then he just goes down to the lobby, blood on his
He's
head.
wandering around with blood on his forehead.
I love it. I don't know, something about movies like this, for some reason it didn't get boring to me. You would think a guy walking around looking for books would just be boring, but it had this adventure-y, just wacky feeling to it the whole time. Yeah. And I was like
Supernatural Zodiac.
Yeah, it was very, very much like that. And I really enjoyed it. It was weird. And I didn't think, it probably is too long, but I didn't think about it at all. I was like, oh, this is crazy.
Michael, you brought me directly to my beef lamb. No, to my lo mein.
My beef lamb Euro stuffed with lo mein.
Yes, my deep fried lo mein sandwich. For me, this is a long ass movie, and
we have
sometimes in a worthwhile way.
Yeah,
I mean there are definitely some times when the pace is cool,
and
the fact that there are these kind of long moving shots is cool.
Yeah,
but sometimes I will admit I was just getting a little sleepy.
Wow.
Okay, so it's just still looking for the books.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
He's just gonna keep looking for the books the whole time.
Yeah.
And that's
it.
the movie. Okay. Come on, baby. We're gonna get through this. He's in another library.
Yes.
Looking at leather-bound volumes. Okay, all right. Okay, I can get into this movie.
Do this.
Cool. The devil, yeah.
Yeah,
We're gonna see the devil eventually.
It's weird. I don't know why. I just was in it. I was like, I just like wherever this weird ass movie's going. Like I don't know why.
You say take me there to the movie?
I said take me there, baby. I was JD getting rode by that devil woman amidst the flames the whole time, humping away.
While you've brought up all of my low mains, because another low main of this movie for me is any effect.
Yeah, it's rough.
That for some reason they only use really bad digital effects.
Yeah, they're not good.
Anything that is not an effect, like the cinematography is great.
Right, yeah.
It looks fantastic. Other than the effects, it looks great
yeah.
all the time. But for some reason, there's just tons of... the opening credits are fucking weird as hell.
Yeah, that's definitely on my low mains.
The opening credits are...
so strange.
We're flying...
through gates.
We're flying low to the ground through each gate.
Is there 9? I didn't count.
Above us. I didn't count.
Yeah.
I did think as it was happening, like, if they put 7, no one would ever notice.
Yeah, no.
No one's counting these gates.
Or 12. 24. Who would...
24, the 24th gate.
Oh, I did make a note. I said movies should have the credits at the end, so they have to earn our attention. Not, here's an hour-long sequence before you even know if the movie's good.
Listen, counterpoint. Sometimes I like some opening credits.
Boo.
I almost never like weird digital opening credits of things flying through gates. Even like the ones in like Spider-Man 2, where it's like floating through webs and shit. It's like, this is kind of stupid. Even though I love those movies so much, it's just kind of stupid.
The only I will say,
go ahead.
Well, I am a sucker for like a James Bondy, like the older ones, not so much this like 12-hour Skyfall. People made of clay exploding. Like, who gives a shit?
I'm glad John's not here. He's a big Bond fan.
He killed me.
Another way in which I like opening credits is if they establish a mood.
Yeah.
Like, in some old movies, there is somber music.
Yeah.
There's some names. Or there is silly music and there is some names.
Yeah.
Or for some reason, a lot in the 80s, there is a cartoon. They do actually. My favorite version is in the 60s movies. In It's a Mad, 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 Mad World.
Oh yeah.
They have all those great animated opening credits. But if it's not doing something like that, if it's not setting a mood, just like start showing the movie and put some names on the screen if you want to.
Yeah.
Or if you don't want to, that's fine. But it must have it in the same way that everything in the movie must have an inherent value. If it's just like flying through doors as names swoop over your head.
It's weird.
You don't need to do that.
I would skip the credits if I ever watch this again. I would just skip to the first scene.
Yeah.
No credits necessary.
Skip it. Hanging scene is good. I think that's the first.
Yeah, that's the first scene. Once it's going, I liked it, but that stuff bummed me out. And
Can I talk more about negative stuff?
Yes, I will go to the Kill Donkeys.
Please do.
I don't know if this is a low main, but K Weeb said the music is silly, which I think that to me is a plus because I thought the whole movie was silly. Like I was like, this just feels wacky. Like to me, like. Not a moment of this feels serious.
Music almost reminds me of the music from Ghostbusters.
Ooh, that's crazy.
It's got like a similar kind of harpsichord jauntiness and goofiness.
Whoa.
That's throughout cool. I was thinking like, this sounds like Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I'm watching.
But negative things.
Yes.
Fire. There's just tons of CG fire.
Yeah.
And it always fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And furthermore, in most cases, it doesn't need to be fake.
Yeah.
Like in the final sex scene where they're having sex, why didn't they light a fire?
Yeah. Just like
I mean,
fire.
I think there's like a fake building or something, but why don't they have a fake building with a real fire?
Yeah.
A fake building is a lot easier to fake than like the intricacies of the way fire
Yeah.
moves and the colors of a fire.
Exactly.
And when you see fake fire, you're just like, I hate this.
It bums you out.
I fucking hate fake fire. It's stupid. Especially because I've seen a million movies with real fire. It can't be that hard.
Yeah.
Even in Europe, Polanski, you can make some fucking real fire.
Well, like,
Okay, there's the part where they roll a lady in a wheelchair into a fire. So you need to do some fake fire for that.
yeah.
I'm totally fine with that. But cut away and then cut back and have a real fire. But they don't. They cut away and they cut back and it's still fake fire. Roman, the worst thing you've ever done is put fake fire in the ninth gate.
Nope. I've got one even worse for
You
you.
did something worse
It's
than
my-
put fake fire in the ninth gate?
The ultimate low main for me, and I only have one. I didn't even
You only have
care
one?
about the like other than the CG. That's a broad one, but
Yes.
I was so in it. I was like, this movie is just a cartoon.
Yes.
Sure, whatever. At this point, you got
Absolutely.
neon green eyes. You're fucking Johnny Depp. There's
Yes.
fake fire. We're in a fantasy land.
Yeah.
But there's a part where he's riding a motorcycle with her, and
Yes.
the entire helmet is CG, and I was like, I get that, like, there's
The helmet CG?
yeah, it looks so insane. I was like, what the fuck is going? Like, I had to look at it for a few minutes. I was like, what is going on with this helmet?
It looked really weird to me, but I could not place what it was.
I guess because the camera was being reflected in her, so they were like, well, just put a fake helmet on her
We'll
head.
just put a fake helmet on there.
I was like, this looks. Just don't. Maybe don't have her wear a helmet.
Yes.
We know it's her. Like, that's not some secret.
Yeah.
Anyways, that bugged me. I was like, ugh, that looks awful.
It did look awful.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know why. And that's why we have you,
Yeah.
the expert.
Expert on CG. Blah, 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 blah. Da, da, da. That's me.
Michael, the CG
Dummy.
expert.
Dumb dumb.
Big old dum
Big
dum.
boy, stupid.
Hampton the third. Do they have any low mains? Did everyone in the everyone in the Kill Donkeys just love this movie so much that they have nothing negative to say about
I mean, I didn't get many low mains. I mean, other than the music being silly, and I'm just assuming that was a low main. But I mean, they haven't said much. If you didn't like anything in this movie, let us know. But overall, I don't know. I think because I went in like thinking, ugh, what is this
Yeah.
crap?
That's
And then,
a really good way to go into any movie, honestly.
yeah.
Because if you have like that low of an expectation, you're bound to have a good time.
Yeah.
I want to say,
Mhm.
to prove that I'm not just a pure Roman Polanski hater,
Mhm.
if you like this movie, and even if you dislike this movie, watch Ghost Writer.
Ooh.
Not Ghost Rider starring Nicolas Cage.
You can watch
Ghost
that too.
Writer starring Pierce Brosnan and
Ewan McGregor.
Yes, and Ewan McGregor.
Ooh.
It is like a sort of a 70s style political thriller
Whoa.
about Ewan McGregor is writing a memoir
Mhm.
for this former prime minister who may have been implicated in some torture stuff,
Uh-oh.
as every prime minister and president is,
That's crazy.
and it's fucking good.
Yeah, it's great.
One of my very favorites, and also completely underrated. Just a great movie. Watch that.
I've never seen it. I remember the visual of seeing it at the Green Hills Theater, the poster, and I went, "Oh, I wonder what that is." And I walked by and then went to see, who knows, Iron Man 7. Who fucking knows?
You saw Iron Man 7? Wow.
That was, yeah, they released it early. But
You're watching it like, wait,
hold on,
who are these characters?
Why is Gwyneth Paltrow a robot now?
Yeah, why is Gwyneth Paltrow a robot? Why is Robert
Goop.
Downey Jr. not in this movie?
Yeah, why is he dead? He's been dead. Something about
He's been dead
snapping his fingers. What?
for 4 movies.
I'm so
He's
confused.
been dead. And what is a Thanos? Why is he purple?
I don't know, but I'm not a Thanos. If you know what I'm saying. I did get a couple. We did get a couple low mains. So
Thank God.
Thank God for that. Chad Ryden said that he agrees the credits were like 1970s Doctor Who graphics, which is very true. And I was like, oh, I could make that in After Effects in like 10 minutes. And then Bumming Down said one of their low mains was the obvious 666 passwords that Balkan used. I was like, that is really, really goofy.
I thought it was weird. Like, I noticed that he did 666, but I also thought it was just especially strange for this person who has not only a private elevator, but also a private, like, sealed glass case for his special devil books, for him to use such an easy password.
Yeah, it's so obvious.
You're never supposed to repeat numbers or letters.
It's
ever,
yeah.
I mean, that would not pass the reCAPTCHA.
No.
If you were like wandering through his special secret billionaire house, and it was like, can you name the fire hydrants?
Whoa.
You instantly name the fire
hydrants. The fire hydrant. It's just all pictures of fire hydrants.
And then you would hit the 6s 3 times.
And then you'd be in. That would be it. I also have to say, I found the reveal, like how Johnny Depp was like, well, wait, look, the keys are in the other hand, and the da-da-da is in the da-da-da. I'm like, okay, these are the most obvious. Like, this isn't some like National Treasure level, like if you spill tea on it, then it reveals the devil. It's like, well, yeah, if anybody put them side by side, they would go, oh, wait, that's different.
It's like Highlights magazine, where you're like spotting the difference in the Highlights magazine.
That's kind of, I guess that was kind of, but I was along for the ride by then.
I think maybe the devil, when he was writing these, was like, no one's going to have all 3 of these books at the same time, dude. I'm going to send one to Portugal, send one over to, I don't know, fucking Germany or France. Who fucking knows? Whichever country. Send one to, I don't know where they shot, but pretending to be America.
New York.
Yeah, we're in New York City. It looks like Europe. New York.
Yeah. It did look, everything looked like Europe in this movie.
I think it probably was. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe he sent a crew without him to go shoot in New York.
Yeah.
He's like, you would know what to do. Make it, make a picture of the move. Make a picture of Johnny Depp downstairs. Oh, I'm Polish. How do you talk like a Polish person? Does anybody know?
I don't think I would do a good job at it, but I'm sure it's not that hard. Like, hey, what's up? I'm Polish.
Hey, how are you?
I'm Polish. Polish? Is that what it is? All our Polish fans, write a review and tell us, give us 5 stars for if we did a good job on that part.
Polish impression.
Polish. Bumming Down added one last thing.
Okay.
You can reenact the experience of inspecting the engravings if you read the book El Club Dumas by Arturo Perez Reverte, which is one of my favorites. I've got it on the coffee table. No, I don't. That would be really funny. I look at those engravings every night, and then I do the prayer to the devil.
And hello, dear devil. This is your humble, dark servant, Sean. I'm down here, just on Earth, just hanging out with my friend.
Hey, what's up?
And I would like you, the devil, to give me lots of money. In exchange, you can have my soul.
I'm thinking of it as a sketch where you're praying and you're like, I'm here with my friend, and then it pans over and I'm just like also there while you're praying. That would be really funny.
Dark Lord, pay no attention to my friend. I told him to leave, but he would not.
I gotta see this.
He wanted to see what the prayer to the devil was like. Oh, and dear devil friend, please.
Yeah, we're just going on. I mean, I think the devil got the message. I think we can.
Yes. Hey, the devil.
Hey, the devil. Speak of the devil, John said, is this flick the beginning of Johnny Depp's worship of European deviant hedonism, or was that Benny and June? And I've never seen Benny and June, but so I'm gonna say yes.
Benny and June, best known for stealing a Chaplin bit.
Ooh, shit.
I mean, I think it's a reference to the Chaplin bit, but
I've always just preferred Jenny and Boone, but
you know what I like Inej and Noob.
That is a good one.
It's not right at all. That's not right.
But you know what else isn't right? That the show has to ever end, but it does have to end.
Oh, it does have to end. Scott, we have to end the show.
Makes me sick.
This is it pains me to say this, but go over to our social media. It will hurt your thumbs and your fingers to go over to Twitter, but do it and follow us at Food Courtcast. And while you're on your phone, head over to Instagram, follow us at Food Court Movie Podcast. While you're listening to us, if you happen to be listening to us on a podcast app, give us 5 stars or the most amount of possible stars.
9.
And
9 stars.
Write a review. Write a review that says, your Polish accent is a very good Polish accent. Thank you for writing a wonderful Polish accent for us.
That's it.
And you must know, normally we would say, hey, listener, what movie do you want to watch? And you would pick, for some reason, The Ninth Gate. When there's another movie called Dante's Peak that is another volcano movie.
Oh, yeah.
Watch the volcano movie. It's the only reasonable movie to pick.
I was going to erupt.
Yeah.
With joy. Because I hadn't seen that movie in years.
Yeah.
And I was ready to blow. But it got crushed. And I got over it. And I watched the movie and I liked it, so I'm glad. But I'm just saying that
still,
if we can avoid stuff like that in the future.
Yeah, in the future, pick the movie that we want to watch. Actually, in the future, pick the only reasonable movie to pick. The other volcano movie. Yeah. But luckily, this week, we don't have to trust you fools to pick the movie because we are watching Mortal Kombat.
Test.
Get over here, Sub-Zero.
Mortal. I love it. That's my bit. I love just saying the same thing.
Mortal.
It's so funny to me. I like doing it with. Okay, I'm just gonna share this. This is good.
Share it.
Whatever. I love doing it with classic movie lines, like the old guy in Jurassic Park. He goes, "Welcome to Jurassic." I just love stuff like that. It's so stupid. I just think it's so
I love
funny.
that. We're gonna need a bigger.
Yeah, we're gonna need a bigger.
Sounds vaguely racist, but it isn't. It's not racist.
No, but another one from Jurassic Park, because the last one I'll share, I swear, is when the hunter guy is like he's looking at he's about to shoot the raptor, and the other raptor comes out and he says "clever girl," but if you do it my way, he goes clever, and then the raptor gets him anyway.
I like when Samuel L. Jackson goes, "Hold on to your butts."
Hold on to your hold.
Hold on to your hold is even
pretty
scarier.
Wilder. Okay.
Someone say hold on to your. Go ahead.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to derail us. We went a little wild, but I will say, thank you to everyone for watching and staying in the chat. This has been a great episode, very packed night, and we're so thankful. And if you can go to the theater, you're safe and vaxxed to see Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna go. Are you gonna go, Sean?
I'm going to the theater. If not, though, if you feel nervous or scared, have no fear. It appears on HBO Max.
Yes.
This Friday as we speak, or maybe as this comes out currently.
Yes, currently.
It is Friday, April 23rd.
Yeah.
And it's on HBO Max right now.
Yeah, and we'll be back live next Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time to talk about
10 Eastern. I don't know what other times.
There are other time. There are
like an hour ahead, and then
there's other times.
If you Google it, It'll tell you exactly when to come.
It will.
Michael,
Really will.
do you mind if I say thank you so much for doing this?
I don't mind if you say that. I hope you say it. I hope you keep saying it.
Actually, I won't say it. I wanted to ask if you mind, but I'm not going to thank you.
Okay.
I am going to thank myself. Sean, thank you so much for doing the show. And Michael,
It's
eh,
okay.
you were here,
I
and
was.
that counts too.
Yeah.
So, on behalf of Michael, on behalf of John, who is dead, and on behalf of me, Sean Parrott, may I say to you, bon appetito.
Bon appetit.